Well, let's suspend this conversation for a split second because Hogwarts is on here. I just wanted to mention, real quick, I asked you before to just confirm that even though Hogwarts is also requiring you to have an online connection, you can still play the game offline after
Yes.
you've done that first update, basically. Afterwards, it
Yes.
doesn't matter. So you can confirm that, right?
I can confirm it. I turned the internet off and booted it up and moved around and did some stuff and it worked.
Okay, awesome. So for anybody out there wondering, maybe you got to still update it, at a friend house or something if you really don't have no internet, and then afterwards you should be good to go. You might not get patch updates unless you have internet, but
Right.
for the five
I
people
have,
that live in the forest or something,
yeah, I have some news about Hogwarts that I got to mention real quick.
sure.
I got the buffs.
You
I got the buffs. I got the buffs. And here's the thing. If you look up online where everybody's like talking about these buffs, but then when you go, where'd you get them? They're like, I don't remember. They were just in the inventory. And it's so hard to find. I have a friend who she was like, when I mentioned the buffs, she was like, you mean these? And I was like, yes, where'd you get them? And she was like, I don't know. They was just in the inventory at some point. So I've kept track. So for all of you that's looking for the buffs, they came to me 17 hours in. So everybody would just say I got them some point at the beginning. So there might be an earlier spot to get them. But for me, 17 hours in, without spoiling anything, you fly, because you get the broomstick and you can fly. But everybody knows that. So fly off. And then, like, if you go north of Hogsmeade, there's this one little city, like a little village. And you meet this lady who's looking for a brother and said that there's some, like, goblin, like, camps that are posted up outside the city that's making it hard for people to come through to purchase stuff, right? So you got to go take out the goblin camps, and there's two of them. I took out the goblin camps, and then I talked to her, and then the sunglasses were in my inventory. They weren't in there before that mission. I specifically looked at my inventory, did that exact mission. So I took out the camp, like I talked to her, I took out the camp, looted the place, took out the other camp, looted the place, went directly back, talked to her, and it said mission complete, and then the glasses were in there. So that should be the place where you can find the buffs. As soon as you can start going north of Hogsmeade, when you can fly around, there you go.
For the people who really wanted it. But
yes, the boys it look great. Like there's just an extra just swag element to my character now where he was just like he was the cool good guy to like the coolest good guy now. But yeah, that's in there.
So the main thing I just wanted to clear up for anybody who asks those weird questions like I do, who always want to just know the little things, the little details. Yes, you could play this game offline. You just have to do the initial patch and then you should be good to go. So I want to clear that up. I do also want to mention, just while this is going, because this can be roped in just real quick. Apparently, Hogwarts Legacy silenced its haters and people who talked out against it because it sold like 12 million
12 million copies, 800
like
$800
billion,
yeah,
$850 million is what it made her, I guess.
Yep.
Overall,
with,
so
12 million copies sold.
Yeah,
800 million had the most, like one of the most consecutive like player count, and I think is what they said is either Portkeys or Warner Bros, whichever one. It's their like best-selling game. So
yeah, that's crazy. So you might get your sequel that you was wanting. You might get the sequel.
Like I know people want DLC. I want a sequel. Like I think I want a sequel that fully has Quidditch in it and everything. I don't need them to try and patch that in. And I know why also there's no Quidditch in the game, where I mentioned this before, that the world is active but not reactive. Right? Like things happen and it's great to see, but they don't really react to what you're doing. So I think that's part of the reason why there even isn't single player Quidditch in there, because they would have had to program the computer to play around how you're playing. Right? Okay. So that's something I think they can, now that they got this and all of this works, they can focus their energy on making sure the multiplayer or the Quidditch stuff or reactionary stuff works just as well as this, because this game deserves it. I haven't had any sort of game-breaking bugs, which is always so rare for some reason now, and it shouldn't be. Like, this is what it should be. Everything works. and everything's there, and there's no battle pass, there's no microtransactions, there's like it's just in the game, and everything's there to
That's
enjoy.
crazy how I recognize this classroom from just the movies
Right?
and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I guess because I wanted to clip this for that moment just to get that one question answered, at least for me, and I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there. Yeah, and I guess I could end it by saying this game might be a game of the year contender for sure, but it might actually win. Who knows? But yeah, it's definitely going to be in the conversation because it came out around the same time as Elden Ring the year before, and it has the momentum, not as much as what Elden Ring has done overall, but it's starting to have that momentum this year. You know, like Elden Ring stretched like 3-4 months of just like nonstop content. We might see something close to that. I don't think it's going to be that much, but because there's all the other games that's still coming out. This is a very stacked year, but at least we might see a game of the year contender for sure with this game. I'll say that.